Yay Networks.
Welcome back to Almost Pro, USC football podcast. We're digging in today, life updates, changes. Yesterday, Nevada versus USC, as I should say. USC versus Nevada, take no L's.
Yeah, 2-0.
We have Boog here.
Bottle.
MarShawn Lloyd.
Yes, sir.
And we have Dorian Singer, number 15, coming on a little bit. So
We do.
let's dig in. To start it off, and before I actually get there, we have the man to know, as I always say when I introduce him, is John Terzian. Beast of a human, a unit. He runs everything. But no, let's get into it. Life updates. We have Pharrell, and I want to ask y'all, because I knew he was coming. So I want to ask y'all the surprise of Pharrell.
Coming.
Where? Practice.
I think he's talking Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell. I said Pharrell. My bad. Will Ferrell.
I'm making the hoodie fast.
Slightly different.
Sorry. Will Ferrell.
I'm making it fast.
Will Ferrell.
Strong Trojan alum.
Strong Trojan alum. We've always seen him, all of his I piss excellence and
To keep the people going.
you touch my drumsticks. So I just want to, since I knew he was coming, I want to ask the surprise to L Bugs and you, Marshawn, that when he walks out in the camp or walks out into, we were actually in the Coliseum when he walked out, which is kind of special also in that moment. So just to kind of dive into that.
So playing basketball before football, after every person comes and talks to us, I'll ask my dad, hey, Pops, can you put that person in basketball terms for me? So Ronnie Law, anybody iconic at USC, I'll ask him, put it in hoop terms for me. So I think we had Mr. Law come, almost like a magic come. I'm like, oh, that's a big deal. That's pretty crazy, Will Ferrell came in. I went, nope, that's Will Ferrell. I know what that is. Keeps the people going. I'm like, I need a picture, So great surprise. A way to start our season. I mean, I was lit for it for sure.
No, same here. I met a couple.
You met some people.
I met some people, I say. And I never asked for any pictures. I was one of the first ones. Let me get a picture.
Will, nice to meet you.
Caleb, nice to meet you. So that was super cool. Even though I knew he was coming, it's just like when he actually got on the ground and started rolling.
Yeah, Clark.
And then Clark. So that's also Clark's. Clark is he's the man at SC.
He's the man.
He runs Coach Riley's day-to-day kind of life and things like that at USC. And he's the man. He brings juice all the time. And so little rundown of Clark. So it's like his favorite human. So I knew it was gonna be a big surprise to him when I knew he was coming. So I was super excited for that. But when Will got on the ground and started rolling, and he said, "Who's going to join me or something?"
Yeah,
I just knew Clark was going to get on the ground and just start.
He had to
tumble rolling across the ground.
I didn't even realize he said that until I watched the video.
Yeah,
and it made it so much more funnier when he did that.
Clark is a different human.
Historically, that's the fun part of the SC team is we get guys like that come back, like Will and stuff.
Yeah,
no, it was cool because I've grown up me and my family, we didn't really have cable like that, so we used to just have like DVDs and watch videos. And Elf was one of the
Elf
DVDs.
On DVDs big.
I watched it probably a million times. So I didn't know he was coming. I didn't even know he was there until he was like hiding behind Coach Riley.
Yeah. So
when Coach Riley said his name, I'm like, well, Ferrell. Then when I seen him, I'm like, oh snap, because I watched Elf probably like a million times. So it was pretty cool,
He should have come in Elf gear.
Yes, that would be awesome. That would be awesome.
That'd have been sick. And then, moving on, we've had a couple people come to the games, or we've had a couple cool kind of events, going on at SC here soon. We had Blast and him showing us his album. I had to go get my nails done, so I couldn't make it. I was kind of hurt about that.
Crazy.
We had priorities. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a weekly routine. And then we had Lil Durk at the game.
Durk.
We had J.A. and Makai come back this past game in Nevada. we've had a couple, kind of that feeling.
Yeah, for sure.
That feeling of SC that everybody talked about where, Will's coming back, Snoop Dogg and all the celebrities and, people coming back, Ronnie Lott, all the alums, our newest members of the NFL, J.A. and Jordan Addison and Mackay, you're starting to get that feeling, that feel-good feeling of everybody coming around, showing up to that sporting event. Yeah. Not a sporting event, that sporting event. Yeah. Which is the sporting event, which is USC. And so, it's a good feeling, and being able to go out there and whoop up on some people on Saturday and then come in here on Sunday with my boys and have a couple of y'all on the podcast each week has been fun. So that's been honestly my favorite part. I do a lot of interviews, been in front of a lot of cameras. So being able to come and have this kind of just sit down and talk. Yeah. Kind of preview of next week and kind of, going back in time of yesterday has been it's honestly a favorite part of being able to have a cool little kumbaya right here after kicking up on somebody the day before. So let's dive into Nevada. Player of the game is the one and only. He's at the real USC now. Real USC. Real USC.
That's funny.
You know what I mean?
USC to USC.
Nobody thinks of South Carolina when you think of USC. You think of Southern California. The Golden Trojans. Will Ferrell.
Elves.
Yeah, Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell. And none other than MarShawn Lloyd, number 0. Like I said, our player of the game. And what was your experience like first, Nevada and things like that?
Honestly, it was everything. Last week I couldn't really get into what I wanted to do because so much nerves was in there. I couldn't, my patience was off. I was doing things too fast. I was trying to be more than what I needed to be, and just showing everybody what I can do. And this week, after just listening to what Coach Riley said about not worrying about what other people think and focus on fun. Go out there and have fun and focus on what we have. And I did that. I slowed down, patience, and just focused on the team and the team, and everything just, flew into place. I was put in the right positions and it just made, everything perfect.
What is that? First touchdown?
First touchdown.
Yeah, we practiced. Yeah, first touchdown of in the Coliseum. First touchdown of a USC Trojan. First touchdown wearing 0. In the Cardinal and gold. And so let's dive into that.
Definitely. The first touchdown was, I've always wanted to, be able to put on for, the state. And it's just being here it's something pretty cool. I seen the guy misplace his gap, went around the edge, and from there it was a foot race. I thought I could get through the sideline. But what I really want to talk about is that play we've been running all week.
Man, you telling me, dog.
So me and Caleb been running this play all week.
All week.
I don't want to say the name of the play.
No, you can't say the name.
Can't say the name of the play.
We'll use the name
this
again.
Play, and all week I've been dropping the ball. I dropped the ball 20 times. Yeah. And me and Caleb, right before, probably the day before, we were in walkthroughs. I'm like, bruh, let's get this route. Yeah. Let's get this route. And it was kind of crazy. I've never got a back shoulder on it. Yeah. So when I'm running through I seen everything. Honestly, everything worked out perfectly. Exactly how we wanted it to work. I got through the linebacker. I went around and I look. I'm thinking Caleb's going to it was a guy on this side. So I'm thinking Caleb's just going to throw it far and I have to run and get it. But Caleb put it on my back shoulder. So it made me turn around and it was a great play.
Yeah, no, it was a good play. The whole week, to be honest with you, either I overthrew the ball or it was a couple times where it was just it's a weird angle to be able to throw the ball and catch the ball kind of directly down the center line of the QB and the running back. So it's a weird angle to be able to throw the ball. And so throughout the whole week we just kept missing or messing up the play. We didn't get a good enough play fake. We couldn't get into good enough. I didn't set my feet to here and here. I didn't hold this person long enough, whatever the case may be. And so when they called it and I saw the defense and I saw they were in too high, I didn't even really look at Coach Riley because it was a kind of check with me play. just because there was so much going on with that one play. It was a check with coach play, and I kind of peeked over there, but I just knew it. I mean, the look looked exactly how we practice. You know, shout out to the scout.
time.
Shout out to the scout team. Shout out to the scout team.
I was ready to say so. I was until he was done. You know, it's
shout out to the scout team. There's no need to wait. You know, shout out to the scout team.
You know?
But you know, it looked just how it looked in practice. And so, you know, I as you saw on the play, I set hard to the right, came back left, make sure I held the people on the left. And I saw MarShawn while I was coming back across to the left. I saw MarShawn just kind of shoot down the middle. So I set hard left to make sure I also saw that side. And I snapped back and threw the ball to MarShawn. I did not throw the ball I wanted to throw, but it was a completion.
All that matters.
I was there.
It was a completion, big play, big explosive play, and it's actually true. We had walkthrough on Friday, and throughout the whole week, like I said, we couldn't complete the daggone play and pass. And on Friday, we got a few more reps, just me and him, no defense, no offense, just me and MarShawn right before we walked off the field. And coach called it and kind of worked out perfectly. So it was really cool to be in that moment and actually, you kind of see the hard work that pays off that everybody talks about. So it's pretty cool to be able to have that moment. But moving on, let's.
Well, I'm actually curious. What do you have a ritual before each game?
Each game?
Preparation wise,
for sure. Like
some superstition or like.
Got to be something.
You said superstition
or kind of routine preparation, something, whatever in that range.
Eat this or do this, say this, watch this.
I mean, I just make sure I like just my prayer, just the times I pray before the game, when I'm walking out the tunnel, and then when I get there on the bench. I'll do that every game. That's something, just my prayer ritual. But nothing like I got nothing like a weird thing that I do.
Shoot,
nothing weird. So, do you have any pregame ritual that you do every time?
Yeah, so I basically do two of everything. I get two Uncrustables, which is like a PB&J. I get two ham and cheese sandwiches. This
is the night before?
This is the night before. Night before the game. I get two ham and cheese sandwiches. I get two drip drops. I get two popcorn or chips. I get one tart cherry juice. After that, I go upstairs, sit down, kind of relax for a little bit because we normally have a good little bit before we have to go to sleep. Sit down, relax, just kind of enjoy. After that, go over my plays. I write out all my notes from the week, whether it's checks or just notes, little small things I need to remember. After that, wake up the next morning about an hour before breakfast. And go work out with Coach Wiley. After that, that's the man right there, Coach Wiley. He's a character. If you ever get to meet Coach Wiley, he's a character. But go work out with him. He's our head strength coach. And then after that, go down for breakfast. When we get to the stadium, go out, do all my warm up and stuff. But right before we go out, before coin flip, I go eat some trolleys most of the time, at least. If they have Sour Patch Kids, maybe. But some trolleys, and then I listen to John Legend, Ordinary People, before we go whoop up on some people.
I like that. Keep it calm.
Keep it real calm. So
I have another question.
Yeah.
If something throws you off or you don't get two of something, do you think something's bad going to happen? Are you superstitious or no?
I'm gonna be honest. I normally get the two of everything.
I got you.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Like there's been times where where were we last year? I think we were maybe Vegas. Maybe Vegas. And yeah, because it was that big old hotel. So they didn't have popcorners. Oof. They went and found some popcorners. They went and found some popcorners by the end of the night and sent it up to the room. So we normally and if not, they normally do carry someone on a plane with us and things like that to carry over. Rachel does an amazing job. She's awesome. I've been with her for 3 years at Oklahoma and now USC because she came with us over here. So no, it's been good. It's been fun. And yeah, no, I normally do get my two of everything.
I like it.
Yeah.
Gotta have that.
Gotta have it.
Tips and overthrows.
tipping overthrows. Gotta have it. It's fourth down. Gotta go get it. Back into Nevada a little bit more. What was a big play that happened, L Bugs? What was something that went on?
I just feel like that Stanley play, man.
Stanley.
I think that's Stanley play.
Big 4'7". He's one of our interior / kind of D linemen, D ends. He's an awesome, just kind of human. And then he gets out there and kind of causes havoc. Strong dude. And so when he gets out there and he gets plays like he had his first touchdown of his career at USC as a defensive lineman. That's huge. And it was on a strip sack by a freshman.
Oh yeah.
And he caught it with one hand too.
Mr. Shelby.
I didn't even realize that he caught it with one hand.
Yeah.
Kept it going.
Yeah. Shelby came around the edge, strip sack, ball goes popping up in the air.
Takeaways victory.
Takeaways equal victory. And Stanley takes it to the crib for his first touchdown. So it was huge. And we all went crazy on the sideline. That was one of our biggest things of last week, moving to, this past week of versus Nevada was our energy on the sidelines and caring for our brothers when they're out there. And so the sideline and the juice was a bit different from the beginning all the way to the end. You can feel it as a brother, especially when you look over there and all your boys are cheering and celebrating after you go do something on the football field. So to have that moment, I know it felt good for Stanley, but it also, it felt good for the whole team. And we're all, like I said last time, we're all tired of the defensive talk and all of that because they're our brothers, it's our team, and disrespecting, whether it's the coaches, disrespecting the players. That's on defense. We're all tired of it. Whether we're actually, a couple of us are here on offense, those are our brothers and we like to protect our brothers. Or if you're L Bugs and you're over there on the defensive side, locking things up, taking no L's.
Yeah, talking crazy though.
But I also want to dive into this about Nevada is
that video.
What video?
Remember the TikTok video they made?
Ooh,
that's what we was talking about.
Running through my mind all day.
Bro, I was
running through my mind all day.
I was gonna make that my first celebration touchdown.
And the editing crew will probably pull this up, but there was a TikTok made from Nevada football, and we didn't entice them to do anything or say anything. They just so happened to want to post something about USC football for no reason, other than we're their first game, and it was a TikTok of like you. Yeah, Elbow's probably gonna pull it up, but it was a TikTok of just what are you posting it for? There's a song of it where it's I don't know who's singing the song, but it's like you've been running through my mind all day, and it's like them dancing and stuff and skipping, and it, we felt a little disrespect. I felt a little
good
disrespect
motivation
from
against
it. Feel a little motivation.
Yeah,
that was gonna be my first touchdown dance.
Yeah, I forgot about it. I wanted to do it at the end of the game, but I forgot about it.
That would have been crazy.
I didn't want to get in trouble and get a flag on my first touchdown. So I was like, I'm gonna just.
Yeah, he would have been on bad football tape
That's
though.
when you get it though.
I know.
He would have been bad football tape though. Getting ripped by Coach Mack.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Mac would have been
Mac
on him.
is different.
Oh yeah.
But no, it was a good game. And back to what I was about to say though is my brother, our brother, John Jackson. He was on the other sideline, and boy was I talking trash.
Boy was he talking.
I'm talking about
See
10
what
out of
came.
10.
what's the type of stuff you say? What's your go-to?
It's not. I can't.
Like,
There's nothing that I can say on
We're coming for you,
on the internet.
We're coming for you,
coming for you, John.
we're not allowed to.
We're
cuss?
on you, man.
No, I was calling.
Cuss? It's an X-rated
I was calling him a fat boy.
I like that.
I was calling him a lot of other stuff other than that. He said that he didn't hear me, but I was right next to him because he was split all the way out to our sideline.
Wide split.
And I was right there next to him, yelling.
Same way Jordan used to do.
Yeah.
Talking trash motivates you.
Yeah, I was for sure out there talking trash just because, it's my good friend and brother. Who told me? Did you tell me that John was on the field?
No.
Somebody. I
Someone
was
said
sitting on the bench. I normally like to relax when I'm on the sideline. Somebody walks over to me like, John's in the game. I got up and I didn't sit back down.
Will came to the juice box.
I came to the juice box. That's what we call
the juice box.
That's what we call where the brotherhood when you're on the sideline.
Yeah.
That's what that is. The brotherhood when you're on the sideline is the juice box.
What's it stem from?
Juice.
If you're juiceless,
If
you're
you're
useless.
juiceless,
Gotcha.
if you're juiceless,
Crazy.
Trying to explain for the people.
yeah. For all of y'all, if you're juiceless in life, you're useless.
Most definitely.
And especially if you're on that sideline for USC Trojans. You might as well not even be out there because honestly, you're useless at that point.
No, you won't be there. Coach Wiley will come and find you.
Yeah, sorry.
He
You
will
won't
tap-
be there.
He will tap you on your shoulder.
And
Time to
he'll
go.
hit you with one of these.
Yeah.
That's something that he hits very often when you show up late to workouts. Is he'll just point. He wants to speak
Stairmaster.
to you.
like
And
Stairmaster.
everybody knows what this finger means. Stairmaster. You're late.
Find it. Enhance it.
Find it.
That's crazy because like Coach
30 minutes of greatness. You good.
30 minutes of greatness.
Coach Riley
quick
will,
30,
like,
quick
watch the
30.
film. Coach
Yeah.
Riley will like watch the film of the
Yeah,
game.
Coach Riley watched the film of the game
And see who's on the sideline.
we have
See
a
how
we have
they're
a
acting.
sideline camera just for the juice box.
And it's
I
crazy.
love that though.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to support your brothers in any way possible.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like on the sideline, there's a lot of things that goes into play. Especially like with Caleb, when Miller gets in. Miller is Caleb's backup, obviously, and when Miller gets in, Caleb is super excited, and you don't get that from like a lot of quarterbacks.
Right.
Like when a guy like behind you is getting in, is it's never like, because you want to be in the game as much as possible. And the fact that Caleb, like yesterday when Miller came in, I guess Miller's like fraternity was all like in the stands and like his sorority sisters were all up there.
We want Miller.
They were saying it's like Miller time.
Miller time.
Yeah,
Miller time.
They're saying
Miller
something
time.
about it's Miller time.
I like it.
And I was feeling it. It was Miller's time.
Yeah.
To go out there and go score touchdowns and lead the offense. And it's something that we talk about often is Miller is a quarterback that can go and play at
Any school.
Sure. I mean, we see it in practice. I always enjoy practicing against Miller and with Miller. It's because we compete every day we get. He sees something I do, he'll ask questions. I'll see something that he does, I'll ask questions. We'll look over at each other during plays and, we'll give a little head nod. We kind of communicate, with sign language and things like that of like, you could have gave more on that ball. You could have did this and that. Just trying to make each other better.
important.
It's important if you want to, I can only be here for so long.
Sure.
And so
We'll never know. You never know. They keep it going. We don't know.
the years keep adding on since COVID. People live 6-7 years,
Yeah.
but
27.
I can
Made
only
demand you back.
27. You got 30-year-olds kicking punts and stuff.
That's crazy.
But no, I can only be here for so long, and so there's a certain understanding of like, I'm gonna go out there, compete every single chance I get, but I also I love USC. I love this place. I love my brothers, and I obviously love the coaches and stuff. And I want Miller to go out there and ball out. We talk about it all the time. When he gets a shot, go take it all. It's
key.
Whether it's national championship, whether it's a self accolade or whatever the case may be, go prove the world and go have fun. So when he got in, they were saying it's Miller time, and I was up there.
Miller time.
Jumping up,
I was jumping up and down with him, looking at the crowd and things like that, and just having fun. And they actually went down and scored a few touchdowns at the end of the game, and it was awesome. It's a good feeling when you get in the game and go score as a QB.
This is pretty cool. Like as far as like Caleb and their relationship, Miller will like one time Caleb was. Caleb does Houdini stuff. He'll go at practice. He'll run, jump, throw it to his like without looking. Or
I'm gonna talk about that after he's
He'll
done.
throw it behind his back.
Yeah.
And the dude would catch it. And Coach Riley on the sideline, he'll look at Caleb and be like, he said, "You're lucky." He said, "If you do that in the game and it doesn't complete, you're gonna be standing right next to me." And then Miller, like with his funny humor, he's like, "Caleb, just do it." So Caleb like get on the field. I was like
it.
just the funny humor and the relationship. Like you don't get that from two quarterbacks with like high caliber that are that close, and that's just pretty cool.
Of course.
Yeah, that was one of the biggest things once, because I was in a situation my freshman year where that wasn't necessarily the case.
Oh man.
And there was no friendship, no brotherhood.
You were saying someone wasn't looking out for you.
Yeah, and I was the young guy.
Gotcha.
And Miller's not a young guy, but he's at the time I was the guy that was young and behind.
Of course, yeah.
The dude that was starting, and so that cat, we didn't have the best relationship and things like that, but it was a kind of business space, and I still watched and learned from him. We might have not spoke a lot and things like that, but still watched and learned from him. And when I got my shot, it kind of fueled my tank a little bit more also. But when I got my shot, I made sure that that I was going to close that window, that gap, and go and
Give back more.
yeah. And so when I got my shot to actually, be in the position that he was in, I made sure that I would never kind of do and have a QB room like that.
Do you have, just for all of you, do you have a quarterback that you emulate style wise or at all or no? Or even player overall?
Here come the comparisons. So for me, back to what he was saying earlier about Caleb throwing the behind the back passes and the no looks, there'd be moments in practice where I'm like, you know what, scramble drill. And I'm like, he's got to throw to somebody. He can't just not throw the ball. Flicking right at my chest, just like, oh yeah, it's coming. I'm finna throw it. I'm like, come on, I'm trying to get back to the crib, house call. He going, Heisman, trying to bring the juice on defense, and he's just doing things like that. It's like, man, so basketball, it's easy to do a little no look pass. Yeah. But football, you throwing, I'm like, rare. Okay, like you want to play. All right. Guess my coverage,
Right.
It's just funny because people don't even they don't even know that he does this in practice.
Yes, I'm saying it starts from practice,
Practice.
Like he tries it in practice. It's insane.
Where all confidence from?
Yeah.
Where confidence comes from is I don't want to just try and pull something out and then I go mess up my confidence in game and because I just try something crazy, but I do it in practice and when I see it works. Okay.
Over, guys. Yeah.
We'll try it again. Worked again. Okay.
I got
try it again.
Double it. Double it.
I guess I had to double it.
Yeah,
so now, when you get in those moments, and you gotta pull out a left hand throw. You gotta throw it behind your back.
Gotta do it.
You gotta throw a no look. Whatever the case may be, you let it rip.
Yeah, you gotta always be ready.
I love it.
Yeah.
Always be ready with him. Like you never know when you're gonna get the ball.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, he was running out of bounds.
Oh yeah.
You would think he would throw it out of bounds.
Yeah.
He's still looking down the field.
See
And then
15.
Dorian,
I saw 15.
one hand catches it. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's
He
crazy.
be talking though. He'll be running like, hey bro, come on closer. I'm like, bro, you got 5 linemen on your, on your back.
I got a story about that. I think it was last game. I think Caleb was like, down, set, and one of the safeties or something. I think he acted like he was gonna blitz, and Caleb was like, I'm on the sideline this time, but Caleb was like, you ain't coming. Don't even think about it. And then I don't know what coach up next to me was like, is Caleb saying something to that kid? Like mid cadence. And I'm like, this guy is crazy.
So I knew the dude wasn't coming. I knew that that's not what they do. And if they did bring it, then so be it. It would have been something new. But it's not something that they did the whole game. And also
defense.
that's not something that they did. And so he came down, and I could tell by his demeanor. I could tell by kind of the defensive stuff that I pointed back at him like, go. I told him go back because I knew that he wasn't. I knew he wasn't coming. I knew he was just trying to bluff me. And so I told him go back. And it's funny is Aaron Rodgers did it.
Yeah, I seen that.
Aaron Rodgers did it to Tampa Bay. And I did the same thing. It was super. Because I thought of it after the game. I thought it was super funny. But
that's funny.
Yeah, it was interesting. L Bugs, MarShawn. Let's discuss this fit you got on there. I see the all.
He bought it for me.
The all black.
Yeah.
Travis with the black laces.
It was a gift.
Astro World.
These was a gift.
Okay, so you went from the Elf DVDs to Dior. I mean, I'm here for the story.
I'm here for the story.
I'm here for the story.
I like stories.
NIL.
Bedtime stories.
NIL.
Whatever.
NIL.
Chain.
Chain.
The real SC. I mean,
Haircut.
we keep going.
It's a haircut. You fuck.
Got a cut.
I did.
You fitted today on the podcast.
Gotta just do a little something.
Respect.
So I mean, he just wants to underplay it right now. I mean, this is Dior. Like this is not like what I'm saying. Like I felt like today we both came on a more chill vibe. Got the what I'm saying.
I'm trying to keep up with this guy.
He chilling.
I got a shirt for my trunk.
Yeah, but
trunk shirt.
His watch costs more than his whole building.
But that's why he's like this though. He hiding the watch. He been hiding the watch though. That's why I didn't bring it up.
So plain thing.
Talk about your pick. But speaking of you being the player of the game and everything, I feel like there's one more game besides football that we all play.
Yeah.
That's really important to our culture and
it is.
we are.
It's a
for
it's a
sure.
lifestyle. It's not even. It's a lifestyle now.
Competitive.
shadow boxing, locker
It's-
room talk. I mean, these two right here. You know,
day.
it's
Yeah,
like
we
a
get it
DB and a
every day.
receiver every day.
Right
Like,
after practice,
it's-
before practice, during
practice,
during practice,
Pre-fuel.
doing
Shadow
Yo,
boxing.
sideline on the game.
It's something that just adds to the culture for us. Something that we can laugh about, joke about. It's something all. Okay.
I
I thought I was going to get Dorian in the back. I thought I was going to get Dorian in the
Almost out
back.
here.
But no, it's something that we do. I mean, it's something we do every day after practice, during practice. It adds a sense of competition, adds a lot of laughs. It does no harm. We get the
They ain't that video.
we
You
did. We
Bring him in now.
we played Dorian. It was, and you could play teams and things like that. 2v2, 3v3, whatever the case may be. You can only go up to
Finish
3.
Oh no,
Yeah, we did Dorian bad. I'm not even gonna go into details unless he wants to, but we did him bad. I hit him with a bow.
Yeah.
Jacoby Lane, my wide receiver, the other wide receiver came in, hit him with a bow, and then, after that we bow, and then I went down, and it just yeah.
The concept of the
Things
game
happen.
is just like
It's
whatever
super
way
simple.
wherever way you put your finger, if they put their head that way, that's one.
Yeah, that's one.
And you got to do 3 tries. So if
Yeah.
you do this way, and they turn this way and this way, ooh, dang.
Yeah.
You turn this way and this way,
Yeah.
then you got one
Then
more try.
then they go like this way,
this way, and then the last one
and then
down,
down.
but down,
Yeah.
and then they did that
Yeah,
to Dorian. Got him
Down.
right.
But no, it's something. It's a culture. It's a culture thing that we go by, and it's just something that we get to do for fun every single day. And you may have seen it on the internet and things like that with either Kyler or a bunch of other players. So
I posted Caleb on my
don't worry though.
on my video.
Don't worry. I'm up on the score.
Elle took notes on the game yesterday, so we'll be hearing that. And coming up, we have Dorian on.
We're back, and like we said, we're bringing on 1.5. Catch radius on 360.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
100%.
Dorian Singer, transfer from Arizona. And funny story about Dorian, I don't know if he's actually heard us say this, is that me and Gavin were on the sideline when we were playing Arizona last year. It was a crazy game, bunch of weird things happened in the game. We ended up winning. USC, took that home. Fight on. But the funny thing is that, what'd you have, 3 touchdowns?
Yeah.
Yep. 3 touchdowns for probably like 150 or something.
141.
141. I was close enough.
He remembered by heart.
Yeah, I remember that
my
one.
game.
All right. That was a that's because he made a bunch of one-hand catches last year, but I think he had either out of those 3 touchdowns he's had, either 2 of them were one-handers or all 3. I can't remember exactly, which is insane. We were sitting on the sideline. Me and Gavin Morse. He's one of our player kind of coaches, kind of developmental kind of guy. You got to have someone like that in the team, and we probably have the best
Gavin.
one. That's the man. Everybody loves Gavin, and
Definitely.
so me and him were sitting on the sideline. Dorian makes his first one-hand catch for a touchdown. We're like, that was a good catch. He makes the second one, and we say, last year we had all the transfer noise and things like that, so we really didn't care. We said, me and Gavin on the sideline, we said, oh, we're gonna go get him, and then he goes and makes his third one. We're like, yeah, he's coming to USC next year. And now we got 1.5 over here, catching passes, and so the first week of USC, week 0. Versus San Jose, he caught his first touchdown on the first catch and first reception. So I want to ask him how that feels real quick and how that felt actually. And then we'll dive into Nevada and then El Bugs.
Oh, it felt good. I think the touchdown celebration was trash.
Yeah, that was trash. What'd you do? You stood up and just kind of
Held the ball up.
held the ball up on something weird.
Everybody got
And then he
on
went and
the
did
game.
something kind of cool through the legs.
Yeah,
with,
that
it was Taj.
No. Little fast dude. Zach.
Little fast dude. Little fast dude.
Zach, yeah.
We had Zach on last week, and they did a cool little thing after between the legs, kind of.
Oh yeah, we did it yesterday too.
I seen it. Yeah,
yesterday
y'all got
too,
handshakes. Y'all was.
Yeah. So that was we gotta work on the celebrations, but
For sure.
we're gonna keep throwing these touchdowns, handing the pill off to number 0 over here and keep marching down the field. And one of our goals, and our goal that we're gonna reach is the best offense in the country, and we got the right guys to do it. We're getting especially these 2 guys in the offseason to come to USC, so we go reach our goals. But down in Nevada, let's dive into the catch. I mean, you make them pretty regular.
I ain't gonna lie, I was finna go with 2, but the ball was sailing. I'm like, oh yeah, let me just go grab it right quick one. But yeah, I was coming back for the ball, but then I seen him. He like, go.
Yeah, I did.
I'm like, all right, let me just turn around right
I thought he was gonna go.
But no, it was a crazy catch. I should have stayed on my feet though.
Yeah, I honestly thought he was gonna go out there and go catch that and go score, go make a little highlight reel.
He ain't want it.
SC top 1. Top 1.
It was top 3 though.
Yeah, we were. That was top 3. I did see that. I got tagged in something like that.
I didn't realize it was one hand until I watched it this morning.
Yeah, just kind of.
It's always one hand with the side.
hand.
You don't like
I'll be talking to Dorian about it. Like Dorian, I got small hands, like real small.
Dorian, his hands are small,
Super small.
like super small,
and he catches one.
The catch radius and his catches that he makes is like, it's insane. So
don't get me
and I
started.
had asked him.
can't wait.
Asked him how to get. I said, bro, I came up to him one day. I practiced. I'm like, bro, like, how do you be catching these one hand throws? And he was like,
Catch with your
catch with my eyes. And I'm looking at him like, come on.
What in the
But
spite?
then I'm like, come on. But then he's
doing it.
he's dead
He's out there
serious,
doing it.
which is crazy.
So
catch with your eyes. Your eyes follow your hands.
yeah, let's dive back into the L Bugs. You wanted to talk about the 7-on-7, and I can speak on it. It was one of the greatest catches I've seen. I think we're talking about the same one.
This has happened multiple times, but yes,
Yeah.
being the only DB in here, there's different, point of views. You got the play call, then you got he just catch.
And I was calling the plays at that point.
Yeah.
7-on-7 because it was player led. So I was calling the plays, or Miller was if he was in. And so play caller, like you said, then you got the players and QB that's throwing it, then you got the defensive side, spectators,
checks, and then obviously it's kind of like PRP. We was kind of just starting. The portal just kind of hit. We're just getting running backs. We're just getting D. We're like, all right, let's see all this portal talk. Let's see it in 3D. Let's see it in 3D on the field. Probably first few PRPs, the ball's in the air. He wants it. He catches the ball with one hand on his head almost. If I'm wrong.
DB, right?
Yeah.
Come on the DB.
Yeah.
DB's in front of him. He outside releases.
He just jumps up. Dominique Wilkins back scratcher. If you know your hoops, you know your hoops. ATL.
You know.
I mean,
I remember that play.
back scratcher on his head, lands with the ball
360
security.
though, 360 spins in air, grabs it over DB.
Vince Carter.
Yeah.
Jason Richardson.
Yeah, I'm talking about elbow.
He said, if you know your basketball.
You know your hoops.
If you know your hoops, you know your hoops. I'm talking about Vince Carter, elbow
In the rim. Turns,
goes over,
lands.
360 lands. Wow.
And as a DB, obviously, sometimes DB means down bad. If you're, if your technique.
A lot of times, if you're the defense going
not too much up.
versus USC, but Trojans offense.
If your technique isn't up to par, that's what happens on that, on that corner island.
Yeah, strike the band.
And obviously we got to hold it down for our teammates. When something like that happens. So we're all trying to calm down. I look over and see one of my guys. Look over around I look over. They like, hello. I'm like, that portal hit.
That portal hits every time.
I think that portal hit. Lincoln Riley.
L Bugs taking notes.
Our team is so exciting, offense, defense, and, Caleb already brought up, Dorian's one-hand catch. I want to bring up the things that not everybody sees on, on tape until, the green circle hits on, on Monday, going over plays with Coach Lincoln Riley. What a
Good
guy.
play. Bad play.
So
Bad
Taj, catch from Caleb, right? Taj gets the ball. Taj like taking the long way there.
Oh my God.
Like he'll get to the crib, but GPS, long route. It's like you adding my yardage, but come on, can we just?
I'm all for touchdowns and things like that. I'm all for it. But it makes my heart race a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I throw a simple pass. If he just turns upfield most of the time, and we're talking about the one where he goes across field, cuts this way, and then he goes scores. It's just like I threw you the ball. I threw you a good ball, hit you right here. Keep your speed and just fly down the middle of the field. There was nobody. Not Taj. Washington, chef.
Add some spice to it.
He wanted to add a little spice. A little paprika.
A little Salt Bay on it.
A little Salt Bay. You know what I mean? Throw the elbow.
Yeah.
And he cuts all the way across field. But, we got in the end zone. It was fun. We strike the band at that point and, go and celebrate.
MarShawn comes in, just lays the hammer on one guy. Yeah.
Two.
Yeah. On two guys. He's like, job's not finished.
Job's not finished.
Job's not finished, right? So boom, takes a long route. I'm like, all right, Taj. He's like, you there? Like, let's just come on. Let's bring out Dennis. Like, come on. Right? He blocks him. It's one last guy. Dorian is flying by. I'm watching the highlights earlier today, and he just drive by.
Drive by.
You seen Naruto, and they're like this. It's just out the camera.
Pushing them out the camera.
You know what I'm saying? Then obviously Taj house calling on a bag of chips, but that was like one highlight I had to,
What they say? No,
bring
no
up.
blocky, no rocky.
Hey, no blocky, no
You don't
rocky.
block, you will not get the ball.
That's a true statement.
No,
True
for real.
statement. That's something Link believes in. So Dorian, coming from Arizona, things like that. What's some advice that you have? Because I was also a transfer portal guy, so I kind of, I know where you're coming from. So what's some advice that you have for the transfer portal situation with players? Because it's a huge thing going on right now.
I'll say, don't chase the money. Chase chase what you could do after football, because the money's always going to be there. It's about the longevity of it, generational wealth, trying to create that for your family. So I think a degree from USC was a huge reason why I chose to come here. Some other advice: just be you. Don't try to go somewhere else and try to be somebody that you're not. Just be yourself and do what's best for the team. Try to win.
Okay, good advice. Yeah, I feel that, especially the first part. And the last part, be yourself and don't chase the money. And then
I'm gonna say I'm with you with that, because I transferred as well, and when I transferred here, everyone said always going for the money.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what it.
The money, I want to win a championship.
Yeah,
it's a reason.
The money
gonna come here.
money's gonna come if you go do the right thing. And then diving into this is, what's some funny moments in the huddle that you've had so far? With everybody up, or us as an offense, or 7-on-7 huddle, whatever the case may be.
I ain't gonna lie, it was a walkthrough one time. Me and Rio was talking, and then he was like, "If the play check, then it's this play." And I'm like, "All right, cool." But then I forgot the initial play, so when the ball was snapped, I'm like, and then I figured it out because I seen what he was running, then I knew what I had to run. Or I ain't gonna lie, but everybody be grabbing MarShawn head.
Come on, bro. You can't do that.
Michael Jordan.
We be in the huddle, and we always mess with MarShawn. We be in the huddle, and
He can say when I grab it.
he'll have his helmet off because he's catching your breath, whatever the case may be, about to go in. And Coach Riley hasn't called a play. It's not, we're not time to call a play, whatever. We're just kind of sitting there chilling, and we'll just walk by, grab his head, put your hand down. No, another person gonna walk by, grab the back of his head. It's just an inside joke, a little funny saying, or a little funny thing that we do often.
Mega Mind.
Mega Mind.
Okay.
Rock head.
Now y'all going too far.
No nasty.
Wait, no, I got
We
a
keep
question.
going.
I got a question about that. I don't know if it was in the game or practice. I think someone scored, and people were, oh, head tap, whatever. C. Will, you probably came back like 5 times, just.
Oh, you talking about during the game?
Yes.
Oh yeah, because it was on Shelby's strip sack, I think it was.
Okay.
Comes to the sideline and was celebrating. I'm trying to give him that, but he didn't even look at me. So I just started, bow, good job, bow, good shit, bow. Just,
Worst feeling, them things hurt too.
now they hurt. Like Coach,
I'm hearing the impact.
Coach Riley, like I step away from Coach Riley in the huddle because there's times like he's not gonna hit because he'll just grab, like he'll just set his hand on top of my helmet. He's just talking whatever, but his hand and stuff will start. So I'm sitting there like this in the huddle. I'm sitting there like this in the huddle, just kind of talking. I'm like, Coach, he's like, you be all right. Coach, get off of me. Get off of me. I'm trying to lock in. But no, we got.
That's like with the old line, like the old line, they like to do the headbutting thing.
Oh nah,
I ran down the field one time.
Yeah, they gonna headbutt you.
I scored, and Didi
How your
comes up.
mouthpiece in?
He comes up. I'm tired. He comes up and he hits me in my head. And I promise you, he almost knocked me out just from doing a little headbutt thing.
Bruh, they do it like they'll grab each other's face mask
And they'll do it real hard.
boom, boom.
The line,
All right.
They different.
All right.
Different people.
Good job. But me, I'm not getting none of that. Stay away from me. I need my brain.
I don't like being touched like that either.
No, I don't like when people slap my helmet. I get kind of mad actually. Don't slap my helmet.
Yeah, let's go.
No, dab me up.
Dizzy
I'm good.
now. I got a play check.
Yeah, come on, gotta play check.
Dorian's down there somewhere.
That's what I'm saying. Make sure to follow, subscribe, share, and leave a great review on this podcast if you liked it. I'm Caleb Williams, and this is Almost Pro, USC Football. Fight on.